Do you really need to get baptized? After all, the thief was never baptized. That's what a lot of people say. But the question is, how did you know? How did you know that the thief was never baptized? Do you know the name of the thief? How did you know? Let's go back to the story, okay? In Luke chapter 23, the thief was dying. Who was dying? Turned to Jesus and said, Lord, please remember me in your kingdom. And he told the other thief that, don't you know this man is a good man? But he didn't stop there. Do you know the implication of that simple statement? The implication is that this thief believed that Jesus would die, and he believed in resurrection. He believed that Jesus would rise again. And he believed that Jesus will come back to establish his kingdom, his glorious kingdom. Does that sound like an ordinary thief? Like someone that didn't know anything? Do you know what it means for someone to believe in resurrection in 30 AD? Do you know what it means for someone to believe that a condemned criminal will come back to life? Common sense would argue that this man was not the true prophet. If he was a prophet, he should have saved himself. That's what the other thief did. He only used common sense. He was not, that wicked. He's just like you and I. But this good thief, so to say, believed not only that Jesus was a good man. If he said, don't you know this man is innocent? That's okay, it's fair. But he didn't stop there. He believed that this same Jesus would come back after he died to reign in his kingdom. That is a whole lot of faith, except God revealed it to him on the spot. Except that. This man, in my opinion, was a follower of Jesus. Remember, John baptized a lot of people before Jesus' ministry, and Jesus continued when he came in. Remember, Jesus did miracles from Galilee, from the north to Jerusalem. And remember that those who came to Jesus were mostly the sinners. I believe that there is a high probability, high chance, that this thief was one of the people who believed, who followed Jesus, but something happened. Because even Christians can fall away from the faith. Yes, a Christian can become a thief. A Christian member of the church can become a fornicator, can, sin. Yes, it's true. So what we are seeing here is not a simple confession, because he was dying. When you are dying, you hold on to the only thing that you think that matters. He didn't hold on to Judaism. He held on to Yeshua, to Jesus Christ. And yet people come today and say, the thief believed and was saved instantly. How did you know? You don't know his history. I've said it before. We don't know. Do you know his name? Do you know if he was baptized before? Do you know if he was a member of the church, of the followers of Christ? Okay. What if he was never baptized? Paul in Romans chapter 6 told us that baptism is a symbol of us going to die with Christ and to come back to raise, to stand again. That is the symbol of baptism, which means that what we do in figure, this man literally did, because he literally died with Christ. So what if God, in his wisdom, in his mercy, decides that this man is an exception because of the circumstance, like he's an exception? We are saying this because baptism is an instruction from our Lord Jesus Christ himself. He said, go into the world and preach. Whoever believes and is baptized will be saved. So how can someone come today and say, you don't need to be baptized? After all, the thief was never baptized. A thief that you don't even know his name. You don't know his history. You don't know if he was a member of the church before. You don't know anything about him. But then from his confession, I can tell you for free that he was not an ordinary thief. He was a follower of Christ. In my opinion, it's just an opinion. But in conclusion, it's not good for us to place our faith on singular incidents. We need multiple witnesses from the Bible. When Paul believed, Paul was baptized. When Peter preached to 3,000, he didn't say, they are too much. They baptized 3,000 right there. And the instruction, the commandment is still the same today. Go and preach. Whoever believes and is baptized will be saved. So I hope you saw some sense in this. And may God bless us as we celebrate the death and resurrection of our Lord.